We'll keep it brief.
And Texas in overtime, and I'm talking to you guys. I think during the tournament, I should get a pass.
Did Marquette make it to the tournament?
Yeah, we made it to the NIT, thank you.
What was that? They played Dayton today,
They
right?
beat Dayton already. Yeah, they're just dismissing teams.
Hey,
So,
Doc.
so how much do you get to fit in the tournament while you're trying to prepare for games in this stretch run? How much?
Oh, I don't watch. I watch whenever we can. You know, it's fun to watch. I don't look at it as a scout or anything. I just kind of watch teams, coaches, you know, some players, you know, even. So that's about it.
Tobias is looking like the guy that when we first saw him 7 years ago in
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
He's been
the guy we
phenomenal.
thought he'd develop into. What have you got him doing that's made him so
Yeah, I don't
consistent?
know. I mean, he's first of all, he's better than I thought. I knew he was a good player. We didn't know how good, and he's just so efficient offensively. Way better shooter. Even though all the numbers said he was, you just don't see that he is. Better off the dribble. Terrific post game. So he really does all the three things you need to do offensively. And at his size, he's a nightmare to match up with. Threes don't want to guard him because he'll post, and he's quicker than most fours. So he's a really, really good basketball player.
How much have you guys changed some of the offense to suit what he does?
Oh, a lot. We're running, a lot of different stuff. I've never run pin downs for fours, and you're doing that with Tobias. We did a lot of pick and rolls with Blake, so similar stuff. Tobias is coming off more as a shooter, and Blake came off more as an attacker. But yeah, we are doing some different things for sure.
When did you guys realize you had to make those changes when you first got him?
Pretty right away.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty right away. I mean, you saw his field goal percentage, so you knew we were going to try to take advantage of that. I just didn't know how good he was at it. So though we made the changes, we didn't know he was this good.
What was your conversation like with Kiki Vandeweghe? Did he call you?
Yeah, I didn't talk long. It was not even a hard conversation. I basically said I was right. And then I said, give the money to, anti-gun legislation. Thank you.
Can you guys decide?
No, I wish we could, but I did say, let's give it to them. We need it. We need that. So.
And he said, okay, thanks. We'll
Yeah,
consider it, and then
yeah.
we
So,
will.
no, it wasn't a big deal, honestly, for me. I didn't mind. I thought what needed to be said was said, and I have no problem with it.
Raymond's been really good for this team as far as not turning over the ball very much, kind of doing his role. What stood out to you about him last year?
But
Raymond Felton.
forget his basketball. I just liked him as a guy. He's just a solid player. He's played for a long time in the league. He's a great vet to have in the locker room, and he's a good player. So when you put all that together, Raymond's had a long career and he's been through a lot of stuff in his career. I think that makes him better. I think that makes him more suited when he talks in the locker room. He probably is coming from a place of experience, and so I really, really liked him.
Ray's really openly gone out of his way this year to hang around the young guys, the guys on two ways, all that
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, you didn't have a ton of young guys last year.
No, he hung around me. I was the youngest guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was he like that though?
Yeah, he was great. It was Austin and whoever else of the young guards. He was the Pied Piper last year for sure. I mean, I thought he was very important for all those guys and really good when they were struggling. I think he's really good in the locker room with young guys just to keep telling them it's a long career. There'll be ups and downs and just get ready for the next game. And he's a pro. He practiced every day. He's a professional.
This may not sound like a serious question. It is. Do you feel like
That's most of the question.
Yeah, well, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Do you feel like what you said after the game that will shift at all the way that team's officiated? I mean that seriously.
Well, I can't comment on that seriously.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wish I could share the conversation I had. I will tell you that because, it is what it is. I'll stop there.
Doug, looking at the
$15,000 more or what?
No, shoot.
Come on.
How much more do people need?
Looking at the schedule, I saw you guys haven't actually lost consecutive games since January. What is it with this group and how they've been able to bounce back from kind of those tough losses where they're in it late?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. We've been asking the question all year about what is it with this group. They get down. People keep saying how are they here, but they are here, and it's really a collection of them. I really believe that. I just think we have you know, you never know what you get. You never know the chemistry you have until you get it. We just have that type of group, you know, all of them. Really, I have a bunch of, trust me, I coach them, I have a bunch of stubborn guys that are in a very solid, positive way, you know. They're very competitive. You did see that in training camp. You know, I can say that like, wow, this is a competitive team. And you see that by the arguments in practice early on in training camp. You know, you could just see that, you know, we've lost things, but we've gained some stuff too. And in that area, that's where we probably made the biggest step.
Did
You
you
don't know if
teach
you ever
Juwan,
self-evaluate?
did you teach Juwan that hang in midair off balance put back?
Oh, that was nice. It's called climb the back. Yeah, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Joanne's been great.
I don't know if you ever self-evaluate. Is this as good a job as you've done given all the adversity and the circumstances?
Yeah, you know, I don't do that. I mean, I think your jobs are different. You know, coaching talent is hard, you know, when you're loaded, you know, because you have a million personalities. I mean, I think Ray Allen's book is saying all about those, you know, personalities we had in Boston and even here. And the league is always talented. And I always think the difference sometimes is guys just don't know some of the guys are talented. I go all the way back to Orlando and that team. And when you look back, I had a talented team. No one knew it. You know, I think, you know, Sports Illustrated before the season ranked the players, and that one guy was ranked. Yet Ben Wallace was on that team. Darryl Armstrong was on that team. Bo Outlaw and Chucky Atkins. There was a lot of good players on that team, but no one knew it yet. You know, and so I think that'll be the case here as well.
Is everyone that you have here healthy to play?
Everyone's
tonight?
healthy here.
Okay, you can never tell with their team.
I know it. I know it. Everybody's healthy. It's good that they're focused on the NCAA. I thought we had our game on, but I guess not. So, thank you.
How big a difference do you see with Corey Brewer in the lineup for
He's a good player. He's another one of those good role players to have. So that was a great pickup by them. Really good. Thanks, guys.